Rush Limbaugh. We've been promising you all day that there's an outrageous clip coming from Rush Limbaugh. Well, we're going to deliver. The man is he's taking a call here, and the caller, of course, thinks that Rush Limbaugh is a genius and wants to consult with him about his ideas. This ought to be good, right?
Right.
And they start talking about Darfur. Now, they're going to talk about a lot of things that are absolutely outrageous. The Darfur is the most outrageous. Let's start, and we'll break it down for you as it goes along here. He's Rush Limbaugh from his radio program.
Hey, Rush. It's great to talk to you. I talked to you once before. I've been listening to you for a couple of years now, and I think I'm getting brighter, but there's a lot to be learned, I know, and I am no expert in foreign affairs. But what really confuses me about the liberals is the hypocrisy when they talk about how we have no reason to be in Iraq and helping those people, but yet everybody wants us to go to Darfur. I mean, aren't we going to end up in a quagmire there? I mean, isn't it? I don't understand. Can you enlighten me on this?
Yeah, you're not going to believe this, but it's very simple. And the sooner you believe it, the sooner you let this truth permeate the boundaries you have that tell you this is just simply not possible, the better you will understand Democrats and everything. You are right. They want to get us out of Iraq, but they can't wait to get us into Darfur. There are two reasons. What color is the skin of the people in Darfur?
Oh, Jesus
Christ.
It's black. And who do the Democrats really need to keep voting for them? If they lose a significant percentage of this voting bloc, they're in trouble.
Yes. The black population.
Right. So you go into Darfur and you go into South Africa. You get rid of the white government there. You put sanctions on them. You stand behind Nelson Mandela, who was bankrolled by communists. For a time, had the support of certain communist leaders. You go to Ethiopia, you do the same thing.
Okay, stop it right there for a second, now, JR. He complained about how we took down the white government of South Africa. Is it possible for the man to be any more blatantly racist? What more does he have to say? He's complaining that Nelson Mandela took down the white government of South Africa, and we helped him and he's calling, what are we, in the 1950s?
This is the most blatant racism. I mean, it's just unbelievable. His syndicator should take him off for this.
Does this man have no capacity for compassion? Does he not understand, what's really needs to be addressed in the world? I mean, he thinks that and by the way, the victims in Darfur are black, but pretty much so are the aggressors, So which way does that cut? Does he have no humanity at all? So let's let Rush continue with his caller here.
Could you tell me what vital national interest, Jody, is at stake in Darfur?
I don't know.
Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Nada. Darfur is not attacking us. Darfur has not said they want to attack us. So they will. Same thing. Clinton sent the U.S. military off to Bosnia. Mm-hmm. No U.S. national interest at stake there. The liberals will use the military as a Meals on Wheels program. They'll send them out to help with tsunami victims. But you put the military in a position of defending U.S. national interest, and that's when Democrats and liberals oppose it.
Now let's get to the substance here. Darfur, Bosnia, Iraq. What's legal and not legal. What Rush doesn't tell you is, of course, he would never bother to tell you this. There are three reasons why you can go to war according to international law. Okay, 3 reasons why. One is you've been attacked. It has 3 subsets. First one, so it's a little complicated. So I know it'll blow Rush's head off. Can't concentrate with all that OxyContin in his system, right? One is you've been attacked, or your allies have been attacked, or you're under imminent attack. Now, under imminent attack is the most stringent standard because that's the easiest one to abuse. Bombers have to be in the air, or bombs have to be in the air. Not like, well, I thought they were going to attack us next week, or I thought they were going to attack us 5 to 10 years from now if they ever got weapons. Okay? You have to be bombers in the air. So now so when he says, hey, Darfur, they didn't attack us, they're not going to attack us, he's right. It doesn't qualify under the first reasoning. Number 2, but there's 2 others. The second reason that you can go to war legally under international law is the Security Council approves it for whatever reason. Okay? Now, we haven't gone to the Security Council to say, hey, can we go into Darfur? If we did, maybe we would get permission, right? But number 3, you don't even need that. The same thing happened in Bosnia. If there is a current and significant humanitarian crisis, then you can go in. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, that is what they never mention when they talk about Bosnia and Kosovo. They go, oh, well, they didn't attack us either. So, yeah, if you only look at the first reason why a war is legal under international law. So Bosnia and Kosovo were totally legal. Going into Darfur would be totally legal. Now, interestingly enough, of course, Iraq doesn't meet any of those criteria. We are certainly not attacked by Iraq or under imminent attack by Iraq, but the Persian Gulf War did meet that criteria. Our ally was attacked. Kuwait was attacked. So we had a right to go into Kuwait and get it back, right? Afghanistan could qualify because you could say the people that Afghanistan was sheltering inside the country attacked us, and the government was working with them. The government of Afghanistan at the time, the Taliban, was working with them.
Right.
But Iraq certainly didn't qualify. We went to the Security Council in the United Nations. They said no, do not go in. So obviously, the second reason wasn't met. And the humanitarian crisis in Iraq, there was one. It was 12 years ago. It is not a current humanitarian crisis when Saddam killed the Shiites in the south and the Kurds in the north. Okay, so if you want to actually meet the criteria, Darfur meets the criteria a lot better than Iraq does. Of course, Rush blows past all that and gets to the core of what his listeners want to hear, which is Darfur is about black people. And I know my listeners don't give a damn about black people, so let me smear them and say that's all the Democrats are trying to do, and let's say instead, let's go get the oil of Iraq and Iran. When the caller says that, he says exactly right.
Racists really don't know that they're racist. They think that it's normal the way they think. They think that's the way the world is, and they're blind. And so it's a blind following to this stupidity.
Yeah.
So, JR, is one of the things you're saying the problem is that not nearly enough black Americans actually do care about Darfur to make a difference.
We don't connect to Africa. We don't. It's not the same parallel of Jewish Americans here and wanting to do everything for Israel, and everything that happens there is in their interest because they have a connection to that.
It's also
country.
the Christian Americans too.
But really, black Americans don't really feel that way about Africa. There's not an immediate
Right, and
connection.
this is the problem. Africa is. Maybe we should tell George Bush this. It's a continent. There's so many countries in Africa. It's impossible for black Americans here to have a connection to the whole damn continent. There's so many different people there. It's ridiculous. And we don't even know it. We don't know it enough. And so the fact that we're trying to make foreign policy for Africa, the continent of Africa.
But I love the idea that you're right, Jared, that black Americans have put so much pressure on Democrats that the Democrats have put so much pressure on the government that we're nearly in Darfur. We're nowhere near Darfur. And why? Because they don't have any oil. Okay? That's the sad reality of it.
And we're not nation builders. We don't get involved in civil wars.
Right, unless they got oil.
Yeah.
Black folks can't get them to go into New Orleans.
Let alone Darfur.
That's a great point.
Oh, that's a great point.